When I first moved into the old Victorian house on Elm Street, I thought I had scored big. A historical property with stained glass windows, original wood flooring, and a rent that made no sense. Too cheap for the area. My dog Max and I were ready for a fresh start. Everything felt right. Until we met him, he was already there. A massive black and white cat, sitting at the top of the staircase like he was waiting for us. At first, I thought he was a stray. I tried to gently coax him outside with treats, but he wouldn't budge. I even opened the door wide and gave him a little nudge. He simply turned around, flicked his tail, and walked down the hall like I was the one trespassing. Max, usually a bold retriever mix, refused to go near him. He barked once, and the cat stared back so calmly that Max instantly backed away with a whimper. The next morning, the cat was still there. Not just there, he had claimed my couch. Sprawled out like a king on a velvet throne, eyes half closed, smug as ever. I asked around the neighborhood. No one claimed him. I called the landlord. She sounded surprised. "There's no cat," she said. "That house has been empty for years." Things started getting weird from that point. Light switches would flicker when the cat entered a room. Max wouldn't eat unless I physically moved him to another part of the house, far away from Feline. At night, the cat would sit on the highest stair, silently watching me as I passed by. Then came the night I tried to lock him out of my bedroom. Big mistake. I awoke at 3:07 a.m. to the sound of glass shattering. My favorite lamp had been knocked over. The cat sat calmly beside the mess, grooming his paw. Behind him, the door stood wide open, and I was certain I had locked it. Still, I didn't feel scared. More like tolerated, like a guest in someone else's domain. Was it possible the cat had always been here? That I wasn't the new owner, just the newest tenant? I tried everything to reclaim control. Moved the cat's food to the laundry room. Blocked off rooms I didn't want him in. I even bought a squirt bottle. He didn't just ignore me. He retaliated. That night, I woke to find every door in the house wide open. Cupboards, drawers, closets. Even the dishwasher. Max had hidden himself in the bathroom and wouldn't come out. I moved the food bowl back. The next night, everything returned to normal. That was the moment I realized this cat has rules. He had preferences. He didn't like loud TV. He expected tuna on Fridays. And every night, he needed to sit on the windowsill in the study from exactly 10 to 10:15 p.m. If I disrupted this ritual, the consequences were immediate. Once I forgot the tuna. That night, I found muddy paw prints all over my bed, but Max had been outside the whole evening. The next day, I slipped down the staircase even though the floor looked spotless. The oddest part was how small improvements started happening the more I obeyed. The noisy pipes suddenly quieted. The heater worked more efficiently. A leak in the roof mysteriously stopped. One morning, I found a shiny coin on my kitchen counter. Old, worn, and stamped with a symbol I didn't recognize. Just lying there like a thank you gift. That same day, I caught the cat watching me closely. There was something almost human in his gaze, like he was evaluating me. I whispered, "What are you?" He blinked slowly and walked away. But things escalated when I had friends over. The moment my best friend Brian entered the house, the cat arched his back, hissed like he was possessed, and stormed into the basement. All the lights in the house went out. Only Brian's phone worked. He left in a hurry. "You need to get rid of that thing," Brian said the next day. But I couldn't. Not because I didn't want to, but because deep down I knew it wasn't just a cat. Curiosity got the better of me. I went to the local records office to dig into the history of the house. Built in 1896, it was once owned by a man named Ellis Crane, a spiritualist and recluse, rumored to be obsessed with ancient rituals and soul binding. Ellis died mysteriously in 1903. Some said he vanished. Others said his spirit remained trapped inside the house. His only companion? A black and white cat named Nero. I froze. Back home, I stared at the cat. Nero? He looked exactly like the photo I found in the records. Same pattern. Same eyes. I confronted him. "Are you Ellis?" I asked. He stood, stretched, and walked toward me. I braced myself. He rubbed against my leg and then climbed onto the couch like he owned it, which I now believed he truly did. That night, I had a dream, or was it a vision? In it, the house stood in flames, and the cat sat unharmed in center. Around him, flickering silhouettes bowed. I saw Ellis's face, not old, not young, just eternal, and I heard a whisper, "Respect the owner." The next morning, written on the fog mirror, "Rent paid. Continue." Now, I leave Tuna on the porch every Friday. I keep the study window open at 10 p.m. I never invite guests without his approval. Max and I coexist. The house is warm, safe, but I know who really runs it. So if you ever visit, don't move the cat. Don't touch his bowl. And for heaven's sake, don't sit on his chair. Because this cat acts like he owns a house. And I'm 100% sure he does.